Hi everybody, I'm Rachel from Rachel Cooks with Love. Welcome back. It's a beautiful morning here in our neighborhood. Now today I'm going to be preparing some huevos rancheros and I'm going to put them right on a tostada and I'm going to top them with delicious toppings. It's a super easy recipe and I know you're going to love it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is start with my salsa because it's the one that takes a little bit longer. Now I've got a skillet right here. I'm going to turn on the heat about medium low and I'm going to add a little bit of oil, about 3 tablespoons or so. You need it, for the onions and the rest of the ingredients. Now I've got half of a medium onion right here. I'm going to move my onions around like this and wait until they get a little translucent. Now I've got 2 serrano peppers right here and I'm going to slice them. Now if you don't like the heat, you can use jalapenos and just remove the seeds. And you can slice them up like this or you can just chop them up any way you want. And that's good. Now I'm going to add my serrano peppers into my skillet. You want them to go in together. Now I always like to add my onions first. If I were to add the tomatoes in there, then the tomatoes start to release their liquid and the onions start boiling in the liquid instead of sizzling in the oil. And we want all the flavor we can get. My onions are nice and golden. Look at that. And they smell wonderful. And that's what I wanted. Now I'm going to add my garlic. I have 2 large garlic cloves, finely minced. And I'm going to move them around for about 30 seconds because you don't want to burn your garlic. Oh man, this smells delicious. Now I'm going to add my tomatoes. These are 4 large Roma tomatoes, diced. I'm going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin. That's ground cumin. I'm going to add a good pinch of cilantro. I'm going to add some salt. And I'm going to add some pepper. Now I'm going to bring it all in together. I'm going to add just a little bit of water, about 1/4 of a cup. It doesn't need a lot because the tomatoes are going to release a lot of its own liquid. Now, as you go along, you want to taste it for salt. I'm going to replace the lid and I'm going to slide it over to a low heat and I'm going to let it simmer on low. In a little bit, I'm going to go back and I'm going to mash it because I want a smooth salsa. So while my salsa is on low, simmering beautifully, I'm going to prepare my tostadas. I'm going to be using this skillet right here. And I've got some oil in there. You can use the oil of your choice. Just enough so you can submerge your tortilla. So now that the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to put my tortilla in there. And I'm going to wait until it gets golden brown and really toasty on both sides. And my tostada is nice and golden and real crispy. I'm going to set it right here on this platter with some paper towels. And I'm going to put another one in. And I'm going to repeat the process. Now I was busy yesterday putting some petunias in some pots. I've got some back here. See? I've got some calibrachoa and I've got the hot pink petunias. Oh, those are going to get big and they're going to flow down from the pots. Hopefully. For that here in South Texas, it's really hot. So it's got to be flowers that can really take the heat. Petunias are good. So this is my last tostada. I'm going to turn off the heat. Now we can get back to the salsa. Now as you can see, it's got a lot of texture. I like to give it just a light mash, just a little bit like this. So now I'm going to replace the lid and I'm going to lower the temperature to the lowest setting. I just want it to stay warm. I'm going to clean up and get started with the beans. I've got my skillet right here. I'm going to set it, turn on the heat, and I've got some bacon grease right here, about 2 tablespoons I think it is. But there's something about the bacon grease that gives the beans a delicious flavor. And I have about 2 tablespoons of chopped onions. I'm going to add the onions in here. So my bacon grease is nice and hot and my onions are sizzling in here. Now I'm going to add all my beans that I had in the refrigerator. I made them yesterday. My Ron is gonna love this breakfast. He's over there sitting in the patio. Hey, Ron. Are you gonna join me for a taste test, honey?
I'm ready.
Oh, good. So now that my beans are nice and hot, I'm gonna mash them. Now, many of you don't know this, but my Ron is not the cameraman anymore. We have our daughter Gina, who is our camera girl. And if you think that my Ron is shy, Gina's really shy. I don't know if she's ever gonna want to do a taste test with me. What do you think, Gina? One day maybe? She says no, but we'll see. That's what my Ron used to say. And today he said yes. Now my Ron loves to play golf, and he was spending all his time bringing out the cameras and taking in the lights and bringing out the lights and preparing and all that. And we thought that since he's retired, he ought to have more time to have fun. And I think that's a good thing, because now that he's retired, he should be able to have fun. So my beans are ready and they taste delicious. I'm gonna turn off the heat, and now I'm gonna rub the beans on my tostadas, because the eggs are coming up next and those are quick to make, see? So here's one tostada. I'm gonna get some of the beans and rub them right here on top. Right here. Do another one. That's perfect, right here, see? So now I'm gonna replace the lid, and I'm gonna get started with my eggs. I'm gonna be using this large skillet here, and I've got my heat set on low. I'm gonna add some cooking oil. You can use the oil of your choice. So my oil is hot, it's set on low. Now I'm gonna put in my eggs. Now my Ron doesn't like his eggs sunny side. He likes his over easy. So I'm gonna wait until the white part cooks a little bit, and then I'm just gonna flip them over. And I don't like runny eggs, so I'm gonna puncture mine. I'll show you in a little bit. So now I'm gonna flip my Rons. And here's mine. And I'm gonna puncture mine. So here come the eggs. This is mine. And here's my Ron's. Ron, you ready for the taste test?
I am.
I'm ready to put these together. I'm gonna be using queso fresco and some guacamole. You can slice them or just use them like that. You want everything on it?
Certainly.
See?
My favorite part of the show.
Now I'm gonna put some avocado on top. You can either slice it or just mash it the way we did. I just think it's easier like this. And I've got some queso fresco right on top. Look at this.
Looking good.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do the same to mine. The salsa. Some of the avocado. That's good. Yummy. Are we ready for the taste test?
Yeah, certainly.
This is yours, honey, right there.
Give me one of those napkins.
You think it's gonna be messy?
I expect it to be.
Look at this. Yummy.
Mmm.
Ready?
Yeah.
Mmm.
Mmm. Perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Mmm. I'm having orange juice. My Ron is having his coffee. Oh my goodness. This is heavenly delicious. And the good thing about it is that you can fry all the eggs together, 3 or 4 eggs in the skillet, and you can serve 3 or 4 people all at the same time. So these are my huevos rancheros on the tostadas. If you like my recipe, give me a thumbs up. Send me a comment and tell me what you think. And if you haven't subscribed, please do.
That's a thumbs up.
Thank you.